Brandon Carter went from a struggling fitness coach to an 8-figure business. Greg Gallagher built a multi-million-dollar empire in fitness. TJR literally owns the day trading space and makes millions a month teaching it. All completely different niches, all printing money from Instagram. While everyone else is choosing between going viral or making sales, my team at Media Scaling figured out how to do both. We've proven that across 48 different industries, and the same content that gets millions of views also drives millions in revenue. Today, I'm going to show you the exact Instagram content formula that turns scrollers into buyers on complete autopilot. This is what we do every single day for info businesses doing 3 million plus a year. And if you master what I'm about to show you, you'll become the undisputed authority in your niche while your competition is still trying to figure out hashtags. So to start, let's break down the viral to sell pipeline that nobody teaches. Everyone thinks viral content and sales content are different, and they're wrong. Brandon Carter's comedy clips get 5 million views and sell his $6,000 programs. Greg Gallagher's lifestyle content goes viral and fills his high-ticket masterminds. These aren't separate strategies, they're the same strategy. The content that entertains also educates, and the education drives the sell. Every viral moment is a sales opportunity if you engineer it correctly, and what our clients' content does differently is it looks like marketing, but every post is strategic. The value is so obvious that selling becomes unnecessary. Comment sections become testimonials without prompting. To do this, there's a 3-layer content structure. Your Instagram content needs these 3 layers working simultaneously, and if you miss one of the layers, nothing converts. So layer number 1 is the hook. This is what stops the scroll and forces attention. We test 3 different hooks for every piece of content that we create for our clients, and the hook determines if you get 5,000 views or 5 million views, but more importantly, it pre-qualifies your buyer. How I made 100K last month attracts different people than the mindset shift that changed everything. Layer 2 is the value layer. This is where you deliver the actual transformation, and not just information, but emotional state change. They need to feel different after watching, and this creates the I need more of this type of feeling. The value that you present has to be immediate and applicable. Then you have layer 3, which is the authority layer. This includes subtle credibility markers throughout where you're not bragging, but demonstrating expertise. Have client results woven into your teaching, lifestyle proof that your system works through B-roll and storytelling, and this is what turns viewers into believers. So how the hook layers work together is hooks get attention from broad audiences, value filters for people who care about your topic, and then the authority converts the filtered audience into buyers. All 3 happen in the same 30 to 60 second video, and the viewer doesn't realize that they're being sold. So let's break down the content types that print money. See, not all content converts equally, and here are the exact types that drive sales while going viral. First is the transformation story. This is where you can show a client's before and after in 60 seconds and focus on the emotional journey, not just the results. Include the specific breakthrough moment and end with how many others have similar results. This format consistently crushes and converts regardless of the industry it's done in. Next is the myth buster. This is where you call out common advice that doesn't work, explain why everyone gets it wrong, and share what actually works instead. And doing this positions yourself as the truth teller and creates an us versus them dynamic with your audience. Another is the behind the curtain, where you can show your actual client calls or DMs, real conversations about real problems, and let viewers eavesdrop on transformation. This makes them want to be your next success story and builds massive trust through transparency. Another is the vulnerability play. This is where you share your biggest failure or mistake, show how you turn it into success, and then it makes your expertise feel accessible. This removes the they're different from me objection and converts skeptics into believers. Another type is the system reveal, where you give away your entire framework for free, and yes, really give it all away. People buy implementation rather than information, and showing the system proves that you have one and makes them realize that they need help executing. Now, by the way, if you're running a service business or info company doing over 3 million per year, and you want our team to engineer a viral content system for you, scripting the content, experimenting with viral formats, split testing different hooks, editing, driving conversions, and so much more, all while operating performance-based and guaranteeing 10 million to 500 million views, or we work for free. Learn more on how this works and apply to work with Media Scaling through the link in the description. We only work with established businesses who are ready to dominate their niche and become the #1 person in their category. Then next, let's get into what happens after the view. Here's where so many people fell, where they create great content, but have a bad system to actually convert viewers. So let me break down what that system looks like. First is the DM automation setup. Throughout your videos, include a soft CTA in the caption of the videos itself. I like to do this in at least 1 out of 5 posts. You can say comment keyword for my free training, and minichat.com is the tool that automatically DMs people the resource. The resource or free lead magnet can require their email to access it, and it can also require them to follow you first if they're not already. And then you want to have an email sequence that nurtures them for 7, 14, 30, 60, 90 days. And you have a book a call link that appears throughout the emails and the lead magnet that they can opt in for once trust is built through this process. This is currently the most effective way to convert organic traffic from short form content right now. And as a bonus tip, TikTok is good at selling low ticket offers, but for whatever reason, people do not want to purchase high ticket offers from that platform. So what we found works best on converting high ticket from TikTok is telling people to DM you a keyword on Instagram to move them to Instagram as the platform. Again, I can't tell you the deeper reason why, I don't know, but market behavior has been trained to be much more open to just buying high ticket offers and services off of Instagram rather than TikTok, and we found this to be a very effective strategy across industries. Next big pillar for conversions is the multi-touch system, where your main account posts the hero content and you have sub accounts that amplify different angles and test a lot more post types to find winning formats that can then be applied to the main socials. Each account has different CTA keywords, and all keywords lead to the same funnel. Viewers see you 5 to 10 times before converting, and this feels fully organic, but it's completely orchestrated. Having the sub-account network also allows you to do the content multiplication method, where one piece of content becomes 20 or more posts and continues to perform. You can have different hooks with the same core message and same core post, and then have that posted across multiple accounts. Each one of these posts is a new chance to convert, and 35 accounts means 35 times the reach or more because of the exponential growth curve that comes with it. So now let's get into the algorithm hack for sales content. The Instagram algorithm is designed to suppress sales content unless you know how to disguise it. See, never use words like buy, sell, or discount in captions, and don't include links in your posts. Keep sales language out of the first 3 seconds and make the value so good that sales become implicit. Overall, lean into curiosity instead of direct selling. There's also a lot of great engagement hacks that you can implement. Ask questions and captions that require real answers. Use polls and quizzes in your stories, and this really boosts your story views. User-generated content campaigns can scale you to different demographics, and all engagement signals tell the algorithm that your brand is valuable. To really accelerate trust, respond to every DM personally, or at least appear to, and anyone who builds a brand on socials knows that DMs are one of the biggest money-making opportunities for your brand. Send voice messages to high-intent prospects and personalize video responses to questions. They feel like they know you before buying, and this builds a whole new layer of trust that crushes on conversions. With all that said, it's important to speak on the psychology of Instagram buyers. See, Instagram buyers are different from any other platform, and understanding them is the key to conversion. They buy from people, not businesses, and they need to see you consistently for 21 days or more with at least 11 different touch points. They want to join communities in a movement and not just buy products. Things that trigger Instagram purchases are FOMO from seeing others' results, identity shifts that are created from consuming your content, having people build emotional connection with you by telling your story. This can all grow desire to be a part of your community and grow their belief that you understand their specific situation, which builds trust that you have the expertise to deliver a quality solution. When you do this, there's a commitment ladder that happens. First, they watch one video, then they follow your account, they start watching your stories daily, they comment and engage, they DM you with questions, they join your free community or free lead magnets, they buy your entry product, and they upgrade to high ticket. Why Instagram beats everything else is because visual proof of concept can be showcased daily. Stories and the platform itself creates a more intimate connection with your followers. DMs feel like a personal conversation with you. The algorithm shows you the perfect prospects, and the content lives on forever and continues to compound the longer you do this. So if you're ready to take your info or service business to the next level, where we handle your viral content strategy, edit, post, manage your accounts, maximize distribution, drive conversions, all performance-based with 10 million to 500 million views guaranteed, or we work for free, backed by our team who's done over 7 billion views with clients the last 2.5 years. You can learn more on how it works and apply to work with us with the link in the description below. And if you're still not convinced that we can help you, We have even more client success stories that you can see on that page as well. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.